Hey, sister girls, it's your big sister, Abby Rodell, and this is Full Roster, your go to dating podcast for advice, hilarious stories, tough love, and a deep dive into the shit show that is the dating world. Welcome to Full Roster.
Hello, sister girls. Welcome back to Full Roster. This week we are talking about knowing your finances.
So important.
So important. It is something that I would say you and I are both incredibly passionate about.
Yeah, I get paid to do it, so.
Amen. I don't necessarily get paid to do it, but I'm incredibly money motivated, and I just think it'll change your life.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's super important. I want not just all women, but I think every single adult should know the finances of their family.
Yes,
I don't care if it's a
please.
man. I don't care if it's a woman. You got a haircut.
I did get a haircut.
It looks good.
Thanks.
What else did you do this week other than getting your haircut?
Well, speaking of haircut, I have something traumatizing to share about that.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
the girl's going around doing the edging at the end, right? Hitting all like the lines, making sure everything cleans up. She takes the razor and goes in my ear.
Okay.
Didn't realize I had such a fucking hairy ear.
Crazy.
So that was fucking humbling. No, she just got in there.
Okay, this is so TMI, but it reminds me of this, and mine is much more traumatic than yours. Not to compare. But one time,
Fuck my trauma, I guess.
it just reminded me of this. I was getting a pap done one time.
Okay.
On typical paps, like women, we don't have to get our assholes checked.
Amen.
There's nothing in our assholes that they need to be checking.
Amen.
I had a doctor that my mother referred me to. I was getting my pap done with her. She put a finger in my asshole.
In
My butt.
Why?
Don't know, bro.
You didn't ask? I'm
No.
like, hey, that pap smear was fun. What was the finger, though?
I called my mom right after and I said, does she do this to you? And my mom goes, yep, every time. It's normal. I was like, that is not normal. Not normal. Anyway, that doctor no longer works at that clinic. It makes me wonder if something happened.
I would hope that doctor doesn't work at any clinics.
Dude, I could not freaking believe it. But I was like young enough to not ask questions, but old enough to know that that had never happened to me before.
Yeah.
You know, like I had enough paps done to know that, okay, that's never happened. But also young enough to be like, okay, wait, did I like hit a certain age where maybe now they have to check something? You know, like, so I just didn't ask questions. I just freaking sat there. It caught me so off guard, bro.
Don't
I felt
imagine.
so violated. She did not tell me she was going to do that. No warning. She's lucky I didn't kick her.
Literally.
Like,
And no fingers up there since? Pap smear related, at least.
no. Makes sense, thank God.
Okay,
Praise
well.
Jesus. And Lord willing, none ever again.
Okay, well, Abby, I hate to break this to you, but you were violated.
I literally was, bro. And I felt like
Yeah, I bet.
it was horrible. Horrible.
Okay.
Not to take away from
Yeah, that's worse than my hairy ears, but I still feel a type of way about it.
that she just did that without a warning. Did you go like that?
No.
Oh, I feel like I
No,
would.
she kind of went in there and I was like, oh my God, there's a razor in my ear. I can't, like, I wanted to do that, but then I was like, there's a razor in my ear. You can't do that.
Yeah. Huh, that's crazy.
Fight, flight, and freeze.
Amen.
Freezing.
Amen. We have 1 week until vacation.
1 week, baby.
So when this podcast comes out on Thursday, we'll be 1 week, right?
Yeah. 1 week away. Yep.
On Thursday, we'll be 1 week. So when this comes out, 1 week. I have an egg freezing update.
Okay.
Like some really exciting news, actually. So last week, I spent most of my downtime calling clinics and asking for like marketing emails or contacts that I would be in touch with to send my pitch deck for partnerships. And I got, out of like 30, I got 13 that work with content creators and had an email for me to reach out to. On Friday, I sent all those emails Friday night. And I have 2 so far people have responded to me to set up meetings to talk further about it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Yeah, so I'm really excited. One in Kansas City, one in Chicago for now.
Okay.
I really would love to get a clinic in Denver.
Okay.
I think that would be, it's like cheap to fly there. I have friends there that I could stay with, so I wouldn't have to get in a hotel or anything. In Chicago, I would have to get like a hotel.
Yeah.
And the flights are a little bit more expensive, but
Okay.
I do absolutely love Chicago.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world if that happens, you know?
Yeah.
Super excited about it. Obviously, just because I have meetings doesn't mean anything is going to come out of it, but it's just still really exciting that people are giving me the opportunity to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still something.
Yeah, something that bothered the hell out of me about Kristen and Zach. They're both on my shit list this week.
Okay.
I hated that Kristen was throwing Mia under the bus about guilt tripping Zach for wanting to be friends with Janet.
Yeah.
Because the entire season we've seen Kristen freaking giving him side eyes and eye rolls and facial expressions every time he's talking to Janet.
Being more jealous than freaking the two exes literally in the group with each other.
Literally. Like, it just is so weird. So then for her to throw Nia under the bus, which I don't doubt that Nia is also doing it. Kristen said that Nia, when Zach starts talking shit about Janet, Nia goes, well, that's your bestie. But isn't that a normal response to have? When someone your friend is talking so much shit about a person and then they go and be friends to their face.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's not like they're family or anything. Obviously, family, we all talk shit about each other and stuff. And then we come together and we love each other more than anything.
Right.
But Janet is not his family. Janet is not his friend. You know, so I think it's very normal for Nia to be like, well, that's your bestie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The reason Zach is on my shit list, if you do want to be friends with Janet, which no one is faulting you for, except for Nia and Kristen, stop talking so much crap about her.
Literally, just fucking be friends with her if you're going to be friends with her.
That's what's getting him in so much trouble.
Literally.
He cannot keep playing both sides.
Yeah.
Like, stop talking so much crap. In order to have a really great friendship with Kristen and Nia, you don't have to talk shit about Janet.
Right.
You can just be their friend.
Yeah.
So that is just bothering the crap out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like this last
episode. It is really annoying because it's like, just be friends with her. You guys clearly get along. Like, just be friends.
Right.
Quit trying to keep up this facade for Kristen and Nia. Who gives a shit about them?
100%. And he totally is. I think that's the only thing holding him back from being friends with Janet again is Kristen and Nia.
100%.
So make your own decisions, my dude, and stand up. But don't keep going back and forth. And it's getting him in more trouble than anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of Zach, what's his boyfriend's name? Benji.
Yeah.
Benji. What did you think about his ultimatum?
That was very interesting.
I think that was a little crazy. Like, I feel like it's being downplayed a little bit because they're both men. But if Benji were talking to a woman that way, saying kids are non-negotiable for me, like we have to have kids, that's a totally different conversation.
I would tell a man that I was with that kids are a non-negotiable. Like, I want kids.
Yeah.
You know, and if you don't, we're not going to work out. What I do think is weird is the timing. They've been dating for this long. Why are they just now talking about whether or not Benji wants kids?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, aren't they living together?
Yeah, I think that's new.
They're like living together and they're talking about getting married. So why are we just now talking about this?
Well, I think the marriage thing is being sped up by all the immigration stuff going on. I don't think the marriage thing is necessarily like they're ready to get married. I think that's more of a like, okay, it's either we get married or you're not going to get citizenship.
And Zach, you're putting me in an ultimatum, motherfucker?
Yeah.
I'm your key to this fucking United States, brother. You better watch yourself.
Oh, Lord.
But no, I don't know. I don't think that like the ultimatum was that harsh or weird. Like I just said, the timeliness of it is kind of bizarre.
Yeah.
And at least Benji is like being true to himself, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're doing this thing where Zach is like, well, I hope it changes in 5 years. Like, I hope he changes his mind, you know?
Yeah.
Where Benji, that's why it makes me wonder if maybe they have like talked about this before. And Benji is like, no, you keep thinking I'm going to change my mind on this. This is genuinely how I feel. Yeah. And this is what's going to happen. You're either in or you're out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
But I don't know. I thought it was an interesting conversation. And I love that 2 men were having it.
Amen.
I feel like we don't see that very often.
No.
So, and I hope Benji does stick around for the next couple of seasons and we can see them go through that process.
Yeah.
We can see what that's like for them, you know?
If they go along with it.
Amen.
Give Zach the sides.
Amen. Amen. Daddy shouldn't have to be on his feet now that mommy's home.
Oh God. What? What? Did you also notice the second she walked in, suddenly has an ice pack on his crotch?
Yes.
He was sitting there fine before she walked in the door.
Completely fine.
The second she goes in, oh, now I got to get an ice pack.
Literally.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
I know. It's not like she's coming home and she's not freaking tired from
Right.
traveling.
Right. It's not like she was just on a trip not doing anything. She was busy the whole time.
On vacation, yeah. Just so annoying, dude.
He's such a piece of shit.
I
Sorry.
can't
He
stand
is
him, bro.
awful.
Cannot stand him.
No.
And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
Way
Every
worse.
episode.
I know.
He's just more and more intolerable.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What's his... Luke just got on my shit list for something this episode. What did he do this episode?
Yeah, they were in therapy talking about maybe he doesn't want to marry her.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember the comment he said, but then as soon as he says it out loud, he goes, oh, I didn't mean for it to come out that harsh.
Yeah.
My initial reaction was, okay, so how harsh did you mean it?
Yeah, literally.
Like,
so what did you mean by it then?
Yeah, but okay, if you didn't mean it to be that mean, how mean did you mean it?
Right. Yeah, what did he say?
Oh, it was something about like not wanting to marry her or like rethinking marrying her or something.
Oh, pregnant Kristen is different.
Oh my God, you're right. That is what it was. He said she was like throwing a jab at him like, oh, well, I thought you wanted to marry me or something like that. And then he goes, well, that was before I knew pregnant Kristen.
Yes.
And then at the end of the episode, he's talking about getting her pregnant again.
I know. What the fuck?
Okay, see, I've always thought like,
Insanity.
I don't really like this dude, but I don't have a reason to dislike him.
Yeah.
Trust your gut, people.
Yeah.
Because now
Something
I
about
don't
him.
like him.
Something about him's off. No, that was bad. And you could see her face after he said that. She was like,
even the therapist went, that was a big statement, is what the therapist said.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is in the water in the valley?
Listen,
Because
it's
these
like-
men,
It's so fair that your relationship dynamics have changed since you've had a child,
duh,
right?
obviously.
That's so fair. Couples go through that every single day. The dynamics change whether you want it to or not.
Yes.
He could have said it in such a better way.
A million different ways to say that.
Yes.
Everything has changed since we've had the kid. We don't vibe like we used to. We're working on a different routine. There's a million different ways to say that. Not before I knew pregnant Kristen.
Right. To blame it on when she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Is such a big statement. The blame is being put on her.
Yep.
Which he had a hand in doing.
Which the part that also makes me sad is Kristen was like, yeah, I have been crazy since I'm pregnant. No, girl. No. You are growing a whole nother child. You can be twice as crazy if you wanted.
Yeah,
you could have killed a man and I would have justified it.
Yeah.
Like.
It's insane. Just, the hormones, the changes in your body. I mean, your body is changing so much. Your abs are literally getting shredded, pulled apart.
Jesus.
Like, it's painful, bro.
Yeah. And that's just like the growing process, let alone the birthing process.
Literally. And then all the hormones that come after that.
Yeah. Postpartum.
No sleep.
Yeah. And you're running out fishing and hanging out with your boys.
Yeah. Going out and getting drunk all the time.
No wonder she doesn't want to sleep with you.
Yes. 100%.
You're a piece of shit and you're a do nothing dad.
Amen.
No wonder you're best friends with Danny. Bitch.
Yeah. The thing is Kristen wants to be more like them. She looks
well, she's on the right road. She's well on her way to being
You're
just
gonna
like
get what you asked for, sister.
Yep. Genie.
Okay, House of Dragon.
Woo. Tell him.
I started watching it. I'm officially on season 3.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I didn't start the first episode of season 3 because I want to actually pay attention now.
Yes, lock in.
The first 2 seasons, when did I say I started it? Was that last Thursday?
Yeah, it was like right before the weekend, so you clearly didn't have any plans this weekend.
No. I went and played pickleball for a couple hours on Saturday, and then yesterday, I've been having like some stomach issues.
Oh no.
Yesterday, I had like a low-grade fever and like stomach cramps and just not fun. I was like napping on and off on the couch all day yesterday, so I had it on.
Gotcha.
And the hallucinations that Damon was having at the house of
Harrenhal.
Harrenhal.
Yep.
Those were throwing me for a loop, bro.
Oh, I bet. If you're like, they're hard to follow whenever you're like actually watching it.
I was
I
like,
can't
in and
imagine like
out.
going in and out.
Yes, and then I would pay attention and I'd be like, who the hell is that?
It's Alice Rivers.
Yeah, like, who is that? What
She's
is
a fucking
happening?
nut job.
What in the hell?
Okay, so what are you thinking so far?
They all look the same. All their names are the same.
Yep.
That part's driving me nuts. And because the names are so weird, it's like even harder for me to remember them.
Yeah.
The only one I can remember is Damon, and that's because that's a normal name for us.
That's not normal.
Damon is.
Damon?
Yeah.
I
know
never.
Damon's.
Damon's or Damien?
Damon.
I've never met someone named Damon.
They don't spell it like him.
Okay. I don't know how he spells it.
Damon.
Oh.
Damon? Matt Damon?
I don't fucking know.
What? I still don't like the two girls that are playing the Hightower and the
Hater.
Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra.
Alicent and Rhaenyra.
Yes.
Yep.
Dude, I hated that when they became adults.
The jump.
I just don't think that they look like the child, which
I
they think 100%. You know what I mean?
I think Alicent looks very similar.
Definitely more similar.
But I definitely see the difference in Rhaenyra, and I've been rewatching it because I knew you had just started it. Aegon and Aemon, I feel like their characters switched in adults. Like I would have casted them the opposite for adults.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I feel like they
definitely
look
see that.
so way more similar to the other one as
Yes.
far as the kids go.
Yeah. Okay. That is so fair. The only reason that I could keep the, not Aegon, what's the other one? Aemon? Because his eye thing.
Yep.
That's the
100%.
only reason I know who he is.
Yep.
And even then, I keep getting him and Damon mixed up.
Well, yeah, that's on purpose.
Like, I keep getting them.
Both of the teams are supposed to have like parallels with each other. So like they're supposed to be like opposing like characters for each person.
Gotcha. Okay. I just don't like Emma Darcy's mouth, bro.
You can't say anything about them. The queer community is going to come for you, dude.
I also think I was so invested in her as like the child.
Yeah.
Like I really loved her. I couldn't wait to see how she turned out. And something about how she's turned out has just kind of disappointed me.
Yeah, honestly, her as an adult, I liked her as a kid way more. Like she was way more like daring, and you'll definitely see it a lot more in season 3, but like especially right at the beginning where she shows up and takes the egg back from Damon.
Yeah.
From Damon. When she shows up and takes the egg back and is literally like, hey, I'm here. Kill me if you're gonna kill me. Yeah. Sneaking out of the castle, like just doing all sorts of shit that I'm like, okay, like bold. She's going to be bold.
Yes, I loved that about her. I loved when she said, I don't want to be a woman that risks my life having children. And now how many fucking kids does she have?
Yep. Let her be.
I don't know. I've just been very disappointed in her character so far.
Okay, so you finished season 2 though, right?
Yep.
So Rhaenys, the Battle at Rook's Rest. She was the one who got killed by Vhagar. Okay,
on her dragon.
Yep.
Okay, yes. Okay, so yeah, I did. When you asked me about that, I had seen it. I didn't realize that was a battle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was 2 dragons fighting, you know?
There's a whole battle going on underneath.
Oh, yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
You're right. I
was not
separated those 2
and there were 3 dragons, but...
You're right. No, you're right. That was definitely a really big part of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge, actually.
I downplayed that in my mind, no doubt. I was never invested in her character.
Oh, see, I loved her character.
I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just like didn't pay attention that well. But I just like never got invested in her. So when she died, I was like, saw that coming.
So her character, like she should have been the queen instead of Viserys.
Yes. They kept calling her the queen that never was.
Yes. Yeah. So she is coming at this from a very unique perspective because she is advising Rhaenyra now, knowing that she got passed up because she was a woman, but she still gets to see the first woman sit on the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
So I just think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool spot to be in.
So she was also bold. She was brave.
Yeah.
Very brave.
Yeah, told them to their face, told the Greens to their face, hey, I'm not going to be on your side. And then sneaks out, gets her dragon, faces them down and goes, not my fight. I'm just going to go tell her.
Yes. I did like her, but yeah, I just never got invested. So that part never, well, the part that shocked me was that Aemon trying to kill Aegon. Aegon?
Aemon killing Aegon.
Aegon.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was about to be Aegon.
Aegon. Yep. Oh, poor Sunfire. See, I'm way more sad for the dragons than I am the people who die. Like Bailey's, R.I.P. Vermax, R.I.P.
See, I don't know any of their names. Vhagar.
Vhagar. That's the biggest, baddest bitch in the realm.
Amen. I know Vhagar. I know a Vhagar when I see one.
You know Vhagar when you see one.
But so yeah, that's it. I'm excited to start season 3.
It's great.
Probably by this time next week, I'll be caught up and we can talk all about it.
Oh my god! And we can watch the season finale. And oh no, it comes out at 8 p.m. on Sundays.
You don't watch it on. You watch it Sunday night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Probably won't be there.
But
probably won't be there to watch it with you.
I can rewatch it, but I am watching it.
Whitney Rose.
Yeah. Yes. They're going down in Salt Lake.
Yeah. R.I.P. Whitney and Justin.
Yeah. Separating. And Meredith being shady online about it.
Wait, what'd she say?
She's posting on Twitter saying oh, it's really interesting how people who come from my marriage are suddenly getting divorced, something along the lines of that. Yeah. So more shady, probably not as direct as I just said it, but yeah.
For sure. Why hasn't John separated from Lisa yet?
Literally. Right now is when it will be the quietest if you're going to do it. You'll just get looped in with the other guys, so just get it done.
The timing is so interesting because they literally just stopped filming season 7.
Oh, okay.
So what the heck happened?
Well, hopefully we find out soon.
I feel like
Get to editing.
I feel like normally they divorce after the season or break up after the season, like when the season is airing.
Yeah.
Because it brings up a lot of old wounds. You see how people really feel about you.
Yeah.
You see all that stuff. And that's when I feel like it happens, not after you get done filming.
Yeah.
So, and for it to happen to 2 different couples now is kind of insane.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it's just for publicity or not. We'll see if they get back together.
Yeah.
We'll
see. But I don't know about those 2 because they were kind of dropping hints last season. Whitney and Justin were about
they were having issues.
Whitney was I do not know if our marriage is going to last. So I mean, they have been very open and honest about it, but
100%.
Who are the other 2?
It makes me sad.
Who else Yeah, Angie and her husband. I guess they were kind of sprinkling it too because he's gay.
They were definitely roommates.
Yeah.
That was a very known thing. Whitney though and Justin, even in the reunion last season, season 6, he came out and he was comforting her. When she was in distress, she went to him.
Yeah.
And that always I just remember when my marriage was crumbling, the last person I was going to for help or when I was stressed out was him.
Yeah.
I would call my family over him any day.
Yeah.
Once I realized this was not working out. So it just, I don't know, it makes me sad. I really thought they were going to be able to work through that.
Yeah.
So, R.I.P.
Well, we all know that's just going to extend her healing journey.
Amen. I also can't wait to see her single.
I know.
And
it's going to be so fun. She needs to be on girls' trip with Kyle.
Yes.
They can be doing splits all around.
They need to be having these single girls' trips.
Literally.
Don't be putting no married women on these girls' trips.
None allowed.
Yeah. I want a single Real Housewives trip.
Yep. I want Whitney and who's the girl from Love Island that does the splits?
Oh, Kinsey.
I want them clam slamming all across America.
And they would. Oh my God, that's hysterical. Yes, that is hysterical.
Turn that into a dating show.
That's definitely what we need. Clam slam.
Clam slam.
Until I have sponsorships, here's a quick plug, sisters. If you're all about fashion, fitness, and lifestyle inspo, head over to my LTK. I'm dropping my favorite looks, workout must-haves, and items I use on the daily. The best part about it is you can shop everything in one place. Follow me at Abby Rodell and get in on all of the looks I am serving.
Training Toady. We did have some people give us some ideas on what to call this.
Okay, hilarious.
I do think I'm still partial to training Toady. It comes off the mouth easy.
Yeah.
Toady's playbook.
Okay.
What's the play, Toady?
What's the play? These are a lot of sports references.
That's full roster.
Okay.
Roster
I'm seeing the vision. Yeah, I'm seeing the vision.
Toady's game plan. The Toady challenge.
Okay.
Toady Under Pressure.
like that one.
I like that one too.
I like that one.
Toady Under Pressure
Yeah.
or Training Toady.
I like, I don't know. Let's feel them both out.
Yeah, we'll go back and forth.
Yeah. See
Toady
which one
Under
sticks.
Pressure. All right.
See, that one's kind of more of a mouthful than like full roster rundown, sister
Right.
circle. I like
Training Toady.
I like the 2-word.
Yeah, so do I. I do feel that it comes off the tongue better, but Toady Under Pressure, it is so on point.
It just encapsulates the
It
segment.
does. It does, absolutely. This is a situation that I do not think that you would ever find yourself in,
Okay.
but I think it's important that we talk about it because
The
of
high
what we're going to
standards
talk
for me,
about.
Abby.
Well, because of what we're going to talk about in Sister Circle.
Okay.
Your spouse unexpectedly ends up in the hospital and you realize you don't know where any of the bank accounts are, how bills are paid, or how to access the mortgage account. What do you do first?
You get a medical power of attorney over your spouse, and you go into every bank that you know where they bank at, and you submit those power of attorney paperworks and start getting your shit together.
My first thing was like, if you know his phone password, look at all of like the apps that he might have. That'll show you like your mortgage. That'll show you where the bank accounts are, your insurance, the bills, things like that. If you can get into like the bank account where automatic withdrawals are coming out, that's very easy to see what bills are getting paid, which ones are on automatic like payments.
He's probably signed up for e-statements, so go into his email too if you can't figure out how to get into his banking. Go into his email, start checking statements, because statements will have your automatic payments showing on there. But if you like actually want control over the account to like go in and withdraw money or anything like that, set up payments on your own, you're gonna have to get like a medical power of attorney over it.
Amen. Once you have that, then you need to start like calling around. You need to start calling the banks, calling the mortgage company. You got to, if you have, I don't know where like they would keep their mortgage paperwork. I keep mine like in a drawer downstairs. All of my like mortgage insurance stuff is kept in that drawer. So go find where they keep that paperwork.
Yeah.
You also need to find out like a security box. What are those called?
Safety deposit box.
Safety deposit box. Go get into that. See what information is in that.
Mm-hmm.
If you have access to it, obviously. Yeah. Okay, the last one that I have written down for that is if you have a financial advisor, to reach out to them.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But I mean, beforehand, you should be involved. So it shouldn't get to the point where, they're laying on the hospital bed or, and I work in banking. So there's been instances where their significant other has passed. And now they're like, okay, now I need to get the finances in order. And at that point, things are going to be a lot tougher. So do it while everyone's fully able-bodied and all there.
And let's get into that because that's exactly what we're going to talk about today in Sister Circle is knowing your finances. I just think it is so important as an adult that you are financially aware of anything that is going to affect you.
Yep. 100%.
So start us off, get us loosened up. I've got some finance questions.
Well, give us the intro to the segment first.
Sister Circle.
Time for Sister Circle.
Sister Circle.
Circle.
Sister Circle.
Sister Circle.
What are the pros and cons of having joint versus separate finances?
Pros.
This is the understanding that even if they are separate, you still have access.
Visibility. Okay. So pros of having separate is, I don't know, it's just kind of different strokes for different folks kind of thing. Some people like to feel like they are independent and their check goes into their account and then, you pay your family stuff together and then the rest left over is your spending account. Other people want to marry it even more and put it together and say, okay, every penny both of us make is our money. So it's just kind of dependent on the person and both work. You just have to be able to communicate through both.
Very much so. With my ex-husband, we shared every single penny that came in. Mm-hmm. We had two accounts.
It's the most common.
Yeah, we had a savings and then a normal. And every single thing that came in, we shared it. I was a little worried at first when we got married that I would be overbearing about or controlling where the money was going and stuff like that. I wasn't at all. It was actually amazing. I loved, that was like the least concern of our entire marriage was that our finances were good. And I think it's because him and I were very much on the same page that we were going to pay down our debt as quickly as possible. Every extra penny we had went towards our debt. Yeah. So I think that was like one thing we were on the same page about. And it was mostly because of me. I was pretty much telling him what we were going to do. And luckily he was very supportive through that. But I enjoyed sharing that. Now, if I ever get married again, or if I ever have a long-term partner again, I could see us having a joint and then me doing my own thing.
Yeah.
And
I
him
think,
having
it's fully dependent on the person, but as far as like it all being together, like if you can communicate, I mean, finances, they're either going to be a huge hindrance in your relationship, they're not going to affect your relationship, or they're going to be a huge motivator in your relationship. So, I mean, if you guys can come together and work together when it comes to finances, that is going to feel really good. So, I mean, it's just dependent on the person.
Would you rather date someone with a lot of money or someone who is really good with money?
Really good. Well, with a lot of money, because then I can steal from them.
I thought you were going to say change him or control him. And I was
No.
like, have you learned nothing?
Control, yes. I'm learning a lot, Abby.
My initial thought was someone who's really good with money, because if they're
Yeah.
really good with money, that they probably have a decent amount of money put away.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, if I'm looking for a true partner, then yes, someone who's good with money.
Hey man, if I'm having fun though.
Yeah, but if I want a husband, I just want someone with money.
Have you ever checked someone's credit score before dating them?
You can do that.
Like a background check.
I didn't know you could check their credit score, though.
I think so.
I don't think so, Abby.
No?
I don't think you can just pull someone's credit score.
Why not?
The Consumer Financial Bureau, mainly.
I don't know. I've never checked someone's score without them knowing, maybe because I couldn't. But I've had those conversations. That's like
Yeah.
an
100%.
early on conversation that I have.
Yeah.
What are your finances like?
Don't be dating a bum with a 500 credit score, guys.
Amen. Please. Do you think talking about money is romantic or awkward?
Neither.
I love it.
I mean, I don't think it's either. I think it's necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's romantic,
Yeah.
but like I love it. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's awkward at all.
No.
I think it's like, I don't know. I just because I have my shit together, I
Yeah.
think it's like very easy for me to talk about.
I literally also just talk to people about their money all day, every day. Like that's my job. So it is so
true.
second nature to talk about money to me. But no, I would not get turned on if you were talking about money unless you're sitting there counting out money to me.
Amen. You're just throwing money on the bed.
Yeah.
What is one financial habit that's an instant green flag in a partner?
Financial habit, instant green flag.
Mine is that they have a 6-month emergency fund.
Yeah.
They
That's a
keep
good
that.
one.
They keep that and they stack that up.
Yeah. That's a good one. Definitely like I think having healthy saving habits is like a huge one. Not just like, okay, maybe you don't have any debt or anything like that, but or you have a job that pays well. Okay, now what are you doing with that money?
Right.
So not spending beyond your limits. Like I hate when seeing like people my age in like new flashy cars and stuff like that, because I know you're way more about keeping up with the Jones or than you are interested in actually like being financially stable and having money. You just want to show people that you want to show people you have money. You don't want to like actually have money is the way I see it.
Have money. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I will always say this. So I work with the high net worth clients at the bank. The people with the most money, you will not look at them and go, oh, they have money. That's just how it is. I mean, 99% of the people who have the most money do not have, they don't look like they have money.
Flashy at all.
No.
I mean,
that's why they have money, because they don't spend it on the flashy watches, the flashy cars, the flashy suits. They save all that money. Those thousands of dollars that you're spending on those cars and things is going into their savings accounts.
Yep. Retirement accounts. Yeah, all that. Have you ever dated someone that was terrible with money?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say terrible with money, but not as good with money as me.
Yeah.
Like they probably didn't have that great of a savings account. They had debt that they weren't like laser focused on paying down. Just stuff like that. Spending way too much money going out to eat and shit like that. Just stupid stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. Guess the statistic.
Okay. Wow.
What percentage of couples do you think argue about money?
Oh, I bet it's high. Like 99%, 100%. Surely every couple has had an argument about money at some point. If not, you're not talking about it enough.
Amen. This only says 40%.
Bullshit. I don't believe that.
I don't make the rules.
How many divorces what's the percentage of divorces caused by?
Well, that's probably
finances?
40%.
Around 57% of divorced individuals report that frequent unresolved arguments about money contributed to the breakdown of their marriage.
Okay. So a lot more than the couples that argue about it.
Yep.
We're off to a good start. My statistics are spot on.
Yeah. I know she got these from the AI overview.
Damn it. What is the average amount of debt most marriages have, not including a mortgage?
Well, including student debt, I would probably venture to say between 50 and 80K.
This only says 40,000.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I work with high net worth individuals, so they're out here buying BMWs instead of the new
And
Hyundai.
being doctors with hundreds of thousands of student loan debt.
Yeah.
For sure. What percentage of people admit they've hidden a purchase from their partner?
100%. And if they don't admit it, they're lying.
A third. I don't think I ever hid a purchase.
I'm not talking about like a big purchase. I'm talking about like going out for lunch and not telling them.
This is like a big purchase.
Okay, big purchase. Yeah, probably nobody's out there buying a car.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
What do you think the average American credit score is? This was higher than I thought.
Okay, I was gonna guess really low, so I'm glad you said that. I don't know, probably like 640 then.
715.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A lot higher than I was expecting. I was expecting low
That
sixes.
gives me some hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow.
How much credit card debt does the average card holder have?
Probably like 10,000.
7,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were pretty damn close. What percentage of Americans live paycheck to paycheck?
Well, I bet that's high, like 50.
Higher.
Higher, 70?
60.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, it's very crazy, but that's going to get us into a lot of political things that we ain't getting into on this podcast.
Right. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But that is like living paycheck to paycheck. You know how stressed out I would be, bro?
It is stressful. Not been there. It's fucking stressful as hell.
My butthole would be so puckered that doctor wouldn't have been able to get a finger in it.
Not where I thought you were going with that. Oh, Lord. This is an episode about buttholes, y'all, not finances.
Okay. This is why knowing your family's finances matter. What happens if your spouse dies unexpectedly?
You guys, I cannot preach this enough. I'm literally going through this with a client right now. Her husband was in his 50s.
Oh.
Unexpected. She hasn't worked in 20 years. Like, I mean, luckily, like the literally only silver lining of this is her kids are grown. So all she has to worry about is herself. But it literally breaks my heart.
Important. Divorce rates are high. Financial knowledge is a form of security, not distrust.
It is. It is.
Love and financial literacy can coexist.
Yes, they can. And they should.
They should very much coexist.
And if you're living in Rhode Island, please watch this.
Yeah, literally. If you are with a person and one of you is lacking financial literacy or lacking the knowledge of your accounts, I don't think that's love.
No, that is not like you being a doughy-eyed, like, oh, I just trust my man to take care of me so much. No. If
your partner refuses to talk finances with you, you are being controlled.
Yes.
What makes you think it won't happen to you? The partner you're divorcing is not the partner that you married.
No. And do not expect them to just be amicable and go, oh, it's 50-50.
Right.
Like, oh, especially like men. Well, obviously I'm speaking from like a traditional, like men get it in their head. Like if you've been a stay-at-home mom, they get it in their head the second that the separation comes up. That's my money now. That's my money. Right. Yeah. And you're not my financial burden anymore. And well, he doesn't see it as a team no more. And he's going to do everything in his power to not split that evenly with you.
1,000%. If he is not willing to protect you and your children during your marriage by sharing the knowledge of finances, he is certainly not going to be protecting you in the divorce.
No, he is not.
Period.
These
are questions about finances that every single adult in relationships where you're sharing finances should know. How much money comes into the household each month and where does it go?
Yep.
What are your monthly expenses? How much is in your emergency fund? How much debt do you have? Mortgage, cars, credit cards, student loans, medical debt.
Yes.
Where are your retirement accounts? What insurance policies do you have?
Yep.
Where are important documents stored?
Yep.
Who is your accountant? How are your taxes filed every year? Do you have a financial advisor? If so, who?
Yep.
And then make sure that all parties have access to accounts.
Yep. One thing I'll add on to that is if both you and your partner die tomorrow, what's happening with all that money?
Amen.
Where's it going? What's
Yeah.
your legacy?
Yeah, 1,000%. Okay. This is how you can protect yourself and secure your financial future as a stay-at-home mom, because being a stay-at-home mom does not mean that you are giving up your financial independence.
No, it does not.
You need to know the answers to all of the financial questions that we just talked about.
Yep.
You need to know every single one of those. Your name should be on all of the appropriate accounts, and you should have access to all of the household funds.
Yes.
You should be able to go into the bank and get into the account.
Yes.
You should have your own debit or credit card.
Yes.
You must have your own credit or a way to like build your credit. A bill or payments of some kind need to be in your name, as your credit history is tied to you and only you, not your marriage.
Yep. You should be on every single loan that is a part of that. Because,
Amen.
I mean, well, I guess that there is some give and take with that one. But you should be on the deed of everything, every single property that is owned. So, you know, if it's a house, if it's a car, if it's anything that has a deed, your name should be on it.
Amen.
And this doesn't apply to everyone in the US, but if they have joint tenants with rights of survivorship as an option, always choose that. Because then if they pass away, everything goes to you, or if you pass away, everything goes to them. Joint tenants, rights of survivorship. Write that down, people.
Take notes. You should have your own money or money that you can access and spend independently without being questioned about.
Yeah.
This might, it might be a little controversial. It might be like an unpopular opinion, depending on how people feel about prenups and postnups. I am very pro prenup, postnup.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Right. I think, again, the reality of your marriage working out, I just think people go into it so naive. Nobody gets married thinking they're going to divorce that person.
Yeah.
So to go into this marriage without protecting yourself seems very silly to me.
I mean,
Trust
most
that person all you
situations,
want.
not letting, well, I mean, marriage, non-marriage, financial, non-financial, most situations go in hoping for the best and prepared for the worst.
Yes.
It's that simple.
Yeah. And if you never get a divorce, then who cares? Good for you. You don't have to use it.
Great.
It never has to come into play. That's amazing.
No. A prenup is like an insurance policy for your marriage.
Yes.
Like, what happens if the worst case scenario happens?
Yes.
Do you want them to walk away with half the things you walked into the marriage with? Or do you want to keep everything that you walked in with?
Amen.
It's that simple.
Amen. And not to mention like the debt. If you don't want their debt on a huge business or something to become yours.
Yeah.
I mean, let them keep that.
Yeah. If you're watching The Valley, you see how easy that is. Just because you don't know the debt's there does not lift your financial burden of it.
Amen. What's happening on the Valley with that? Oh, Brittany? Oh, no. Michelle.
She just took on like $100,000 worth of debt to finish
it was like 300,000 total.
Was it? Jesus.
Yeah. But also in the city with Kyle and Amanda, all of Kyle's debt.
Yes.
With
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, this is like normal stuff, people. Like this.
And that's also why it's important for your name to be on the deed of anything, because if your name's on the deed, they cannot get a loan on something without you acknowledging it. So if they're trying to pull a second mortgage out on the house, if they're trying to refinance the car, if your name is on that deed, they cannot refinance that or change any sort of amount of lien or anything on the house or property without you acknowledging it. So that's why your name at least has to be on the deeds.
Nice. Yeah, that's good to know. Okay, if you're going into the marriage and you know you're going to be a stay-at-home mom, let's say you already have kids or something, you need to get a prenup. If you guys get married and later on you have kids and you decide, I think I'm going to stay home with the children, you need to get a postnup. And this is what these need to require to include. You need division of assets, financial support. What's the alimony going to look like? I don't care if there is a law in the state that has alimony. I think it should be written out no matter what. What are your retirement protections? You each need to have a separate retirement account that you can walk away with and that he can walk away with, and both need to be invested into throughout your marriage.
And put each other as the beneficiary on those accounts in case something happens to the other one.
Amen. And then debt and responsibilities need to be addressed as well. How are those going to split? Anything else you want to add to the postnup, prenup?
No, that's not really my area of expertise. I don't deal with those a lot.
Amen. I was just trying to think like what gets split, you know, after a divorce. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be anything with a bunch of like financial backing to it, whether it be, you know, an asset or a physical account or cash or whatever it may be. So
right.
just if you're going in with a house, have a plan for that house. You know, if you're going in with a car, have a plan for that car. If you're going in with any sort of property, have a plan for it on what it would look like if you were to get a divorce, what would happen to that property.
And you need to stand up for yourself. Like, just because you are working, like, just because you are a stay-at-home mom and maybe not bringing in financially does not mean that you aren't doing anything for your family.
Cool. And
So
anyone who
you
does
have
think
to
that is an
protect
idiot.
yourself.
Yes.
Okay. These are some red flags that your partner is using money as a control factor. You don't know how much money your household makes.
Yeah.
They refuse to tell you about investments, debt, or savings. They won't let you see bank statements or account balances. You have to ask permission to buy everyday items.
Mm.
They criticize or shame your purchases while spending freely themselves.
Mm.
They monitor every dollar you spend. They won't put your name on accounts. They keep you from having debit or credit cards. They give you an allowance, but have unlimited access themselves. You bring up finances and then they are like being controlling and not giving you any access to them. And you say that you're going to go get a job and make your own money. Well, then they come back and they say, you don't need a job. I'll take care of everything. Why would you want to work? Essentially making it so you're not bringing in your own money. Cutting off access to money after an argument. That's huge. Refusing to pay agreed upon bills. Threatening to leave you with nothing if you don't do what they want. They have secret credit cards. They take out loans without telling you. They make large purchases that will affect the household without discussing with you first. They open accounts in your name without permission.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
Just so everyone is clear, that one is illegal.
Literally.
It doesn't matter if you're married.
Yes. So yeah, all controlling tactics with finances.
Yeah,
And that was a lot.
Hey sisters, before we wrap up with our last segment, if you want even more behind the scenes, daily vibes, and want to get to know me on a more personal level, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Abby Rodell. That's ABBEYROEDEL. I share everything from fashion, fitness, and lifestyle to funny or frustrating personal moments. I'd love to see you there. Slide into my DMs and say hi.
Okay, I've got one write-in.
Okay.
I wish that I didn't have to read these to write them out on the cards because this has such a plot twist in it that I wish that I could record for the first time my facial expression.
Okay.
So I can't wait to see yours. I've been married for over a decade and we have a young child together. For several years, I was mostly stay-at-home mom, so financially I became very dependent on my husband. I do work part-time now, but I'm nowhere near financially independent, and that's a huge part of why I feel stuck. There's been a long history of emotional disconnection in my marriage. My husband has also struggled with alcohol abuse in the past, although he's been sober for 1.5 years. I have developed a connection with someone else. I'm not proud of it, and I know I have crossed emotional lines. That connection, that connection has ended, but I can't go back 100% into my marriage knowing that I want more. I can't bring myself to leave because I have a child and am financially dependent. I don't have a clear plan. I'm scared of blowing up my family and disappointing people, but I'm not sure what the right thing to do is. You already blew up your family. Oh, I can't hear.
I said the family's blown up.
Yeah. You've already done that. And he probably doesn't know that she had this emotional affair.
He does know?
It doesn't sound like he does.
Okay.
But she's scared of disappointing people. Were you not scared of disappointing people when you went behind his back and had an emotional affair on him?
That, and also, like, who cares if you disappoint people?
Literally, though.
It's your life. Who gives a shit if you disappoint them?
I genuinely think if this woman was financially independent, she would have divorced him 10 years ago.
I mean, yeah, clearly. So, girl, you need to get financially independent, and
I know.
like, it's time to start having those conversations. Like, okay, where's the money at? How much are we making? What's this look like? What's our retirement look like? You are entitled to half of everything.
Yes.
And that means everything. That means property, that means debt, that means cash.
Yeah.
You are entitled to half of it, assuming there's no prenup or postnup stating otherwise.
Amen. Yeah,
So,
I started out having an idea of where I thought this was going to go. Her just being dependent, not knowing how to get out of maybe like a bad situation. She brought up that he was an alcoholic. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's like some other abuse in there, blah, blah, blah. Nope, just her. And now I'm like, now I just feel like she's using him.
let her.
Like she's only staying with him now because he has money.
You guys will quickly learn I am very biased towards women. I have bias. When there is abuse from a man, disgusting. When there is abuse from a woman, I could probably justify it.
You're like, good for her.
Yeah, I could find a reason as to why the man deserves that.
Yeah.
This guy was an alcoholic, so of course she's going to have an emotional affair.
Well, that's another
How could
thing.
you not?
Like, she didn't have to bring that up. She like threw him under the bus to justify her having an emotional affair.
And it worked.
On
For
you. To me, cheating is cheating. I think you're the scum of the earth. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Like, scum. Fucking scum.
Well.
Yeah, you're right. With this girl, she needs to start understanding the finances. Instead of a part-time job, it sounds like you need to get your ass a full-time job, sister.
Yep. And also, if you're saying because you have a kid with someone, you are doing that kid a disservice. A, you're showing the kid that it's okay to be in a relationship that you're not happy with. B, you're showing the kid that not only that, but it's okay to be in a situation where you don't know your finances and just deal with it. You are setting all the wrong examples for this kid. They're going to look at what you do and they're going to internalize that for a lot longer than anything you have to say to them.
Yeah, 100%. See, I think it is so relatable. Every single person on the planet deals with finances in one way or another, whether you are in a relationship or not. You need to know what's going on with your finances, not have your head in the sand. Protect yourself, protect your kids. I think that is by far the most important part. And if your partner doesn't see it that way, that's a problem with them. Like that's a deeper rooted conversation that you need to have. All right. Inbox audacity. The pleasure is all mine this week. This man tried to match with me on Hinge. And his opening line was, "Your voice matches your face. Deep-voiced girls are fire." What? Excuse me, sir? What does that mean?
Kind of offensive.
Like, the hilarious thing that like made me die laughing was I had like a voice note on my Hinge profile. Like I answered a prompt.
Yeah.
And I answered it like cute and shit. You know what I mean? So like my voice was higher pitched.
Yeah.
Than what it would normally be.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Talk about humbling.
Like if he thinks that's deep,
yeah.
wait till he actually hears me talk.
Yeah. Wait till he hears you yelling at the football or the basketball or whatever.
The basketball. Sports.
Wait till he sees you yelling at the driver.
Yeah, literally breaking my club over my knee.
Yeah, over his back.
His head.
Yeah.
But I was just like, what in the hell? So then I matched with him. I'm just kidding. I didn't.
I'm like, I didn't even flinch at that because that's something I do.
No, I absolutely did not match his ass. But I got definitely a good laugh out of that. That made me laugh. All right, that's all for this week, sister girls. Thank you so much for joining us again. Next week, we're just going to answer some random DMs that I've gotten, like DMs that I can't make an entire podcast out of. Okay. So should be funny. Got some funny questions. So if you have anything to write in, questions, funny stories, anything like that you want us to talk about next week, you can write in to Instagram at Full Roster Pod. Or you can write into Gmail if you want to like remain anonymous or something. You can email us at fullrosterpod@gmail.com. And everything is going to remain anonymous anyway. We will never say your name or location on the pod. Everything's going to be anonymous. As always, please subscribe to the platform that you're listening on, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Leave a review, leave us a comment, let us know how we're doing, if you've got any feedback, all that good stuff. Come back next week for more belly laughs and crazy dating stories. Until then, I hope the DMs are smooth and the red flags so obvious. See ya.
Thank you for listening to Full Roster. You can find me on all socials at Full Roster Pod, and you can watch the video on YouTube. Like and subscribe to support the show, and come back for the next episode. See you next week.